Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. So today our monologue is from the Tempest. As always, the monologue is in the description below. Take a moment to pause me, read it, and then come on back. So, the Tempest. The last time we looked at this show, we were looking at Prospero's ending monologue, which is a farewell from the actor to the character, it's a farewell from the character to the world of the play, and it's a farewell from Shakespeare to the world of the theater, because remember, this play was one of, if not the last play Shakespeare wrote entirely by himself. So it has kind of a greatest hits of just about everything that he really loved to use in the rest of his plays. It includes a shipwreck, magic, fairies, plots of servant against master and master against servant. All these things all kind of mushed together in a glorious thing. And again, it's one of my favorites, so I may be a bit biased on that end. The character we're going to look at today is part of that magic and mystery and is a fairy by the name of Ariel. Now, here's the thing. Ariel is technically written male. I believe Prospero does reference to Ariel as he a couple of times. But majority of directors today would not cast it as such. This is a part that, while I believe written male, is almost exclusively cast as a woman today, because as an audience, when we think of the name Ariel, we tend to think of that little red-headed mermaid who wanted to be part of our world, and so it makes it easier for the audience to think that way. Now, here's the thing about Ariel that you should know. Ariel, before the events of this play, was trapped in a tree, and Prospero set Ariel free from the tree. And because of that, Ariel is now bound in service to Prospero. And it's one of the main things for Ariel is Ariel wants to be free. Ariel is a spirit of the wind, the air, and wants to be free and doesn't like being trapped. Metaphorically in this case. And Prospero knows that, and the events of this play, Prospero uses the events of this play basically as a carrot in front of Ariel, saying, hey, look, if you complete the tasks that I give you today, I will set you free. And Ariel kind of looks at him like, are you sure about that? Are you pulling my leg? And eventually, though, Ariel is set free. Now, here's the thing that I do want to point out, is that, yes, Prospero technically owns Ariel in a sense, which that whole slavery kind of connotation is not great. However, when you look at the two of them, it's very interesting because they do seem to genuinely like each other. It's a very interesting dynamic and a very interesting relationship, because when Ariel is set free, it's a sad moment, really, for the two of them, because they're saying farewell to each other, and they really do have some genuine feelings for each other, and it's very interesting when you have a female Ariel and a male Prospero. Is like, is there more to this relationship than that master-servant thing that they've had going on? Is there more there? And I mean, that's something that a actor, director, and people can explore, but it's not something we're looking at today any further, because the monologue we're looking at is one of Ariel's tasks from Prospero today. And one of the tasks that Ariel has is to go and remind a handful of gentlemen of their sin against Prospero. And essentially, what we know is that Prospero's brother and the King of Naples had thrown Prospero out of his dukedom because they wanted to. They didn't like him, so they were like, go, get out of here. And so Ariel shows up in the guise of a fury, which according to Greek mythology, the Furies were these mythological creatures who followed sinners around, basically torturing them for their sins. And basically that's what Ariel does here, is she appears in the form of the Fury and, mocks them, reminds them of what they've done, makes them weak and sleepy and in general bad form, and has a great deal of fun doing it. So there's a really interesting line to play here as an actor, in that, yes, Ariel is being this dark, creepy thing that is very big and booming and, terrifying, but at the same time, she is having a blast by torturing these people mentally. because that's kind of how Ariel is. When we get the chance to have her describe what she did to the ship at the beginning of the play, she is so full of energy and just like, oh, you won't believe what I just did. It was amazing. I was awesome. And again, I guarantee you Ariel went back to Prospero after this, even though we don't see that really. We see a bit of it. I guarantee you Ariel was like, dude, I got him. So it's that kind of fun, fine line of being that absolute terror and that, oh, this is so much fun. So let's take a look at Ariel and how she goes. You are 3 men of sin, whom destiny that hath to instrument this lower world and what is in it, the never-surfeited sea hath caused to belch you up. And on this island, where man doth not inhabit, you, mongst men, being most unfit to live, I have made you mad, and even with such like valour men hang and drown their proper selves. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate. The elements of whom your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud winds, or with bemock'd-at stabs kill the still closing waters, as diminish one dowle that's in my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. If you could hurt, your swords are now too massy for your strength and will not be uplifted. But remember, for that's my business to you, that you 3 from Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea which hath requited him and his innocent child, for which foul deed the powers delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures against your peace. Thee, of thy son Alonso, they have bereft, and do pronounce by me lingering perdition, worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways, whose wrath to guard you from, which here, in this most desolate isle, else falls upon your heads, is nothing but heart sorrow and a clear life ensuing. So yeah, that's Ariel having a bit of fun torturing some people. Anyway, have a lovely day. Bye!